with a bad attitude, who is laughing at the promises of God and arguing and stubbornly resisting even angelic counsel. This is high. What do you think? Really some way, isn't it? Really bad attitude. Trouble. But Abraham, based on he can call every man, come bring it out. Put a stone. They use a stone. Because in Ghana, the Wanzam, they use stones. They use a stone to cut it. They put a stone on it and they break it like that. Yes. No anesthesia, no antibiotics. And grown-up men. You do it on a baby, it's different. So that's Abraham for you. So now he's left with a bad attitude woman, laughing at the promises of God, arguing, stubbornly resisting and saying, I did not laugh. And they say, you laugh. I did not laugh. Lying to angels, arguing with angels, not agreeing. Serious. Oh. So, this is not an attitude if you want us to achieve great things for God. You need a better attitude. You need to have a flowing attitude. Abraham didn't laugh. Abraham didn't laugh. Sarah is not the father of faith. No, Sarah is not the father of faith. Yes. Or not the mother of faith. Abraham is the father of faith. He's our father. Or we are reading different Bibles. Abraham, the father, Papa faith. Just like Kenneth Hagin, the father of the faith, we were not Oritha, his wife. You don't even know her name, Oritha. Yeah. The father and mother of faith, parents of faith. Or Smith Wigglesworth is not a father and mother of faith, he and his wife. Apostle of faith. Abraham is the father of faith. And we can learn, amen, the father of circumcision. Is a father of circumcision. The originator of that painful thing. So his wife was not going to be able to hold him back. With such a strong personality, I don't think he was going to stagger at all these promises. So husbands, you have to be strong if you want to follow Abraham. Can you, whether he gets up and announces to everybody, men in their tents, what is it that God told me? God told me this is what we are doing today. And he did it. And he called his old wife, elderly woman, stricken, white hair, everything about her was white. Yeah. She was an old lady like that. You know how the old ladies were? Let's do this thing. And Sarah said, I've forgotten how to do it. Let's do this thing. The last time was 50 years ago. Charlie Abraham, the more I study Abraham, the more I find him too wild. Like the thing, so that's why I'm saying that your life is based on the things you believe. What was that sentence I told you to write down that sentence? They said, do something, do wild things that the only explanation is faith. Yeah. Can you imagine Father Abraham, an elderly grandfather, almost dead? Everybody was rather waiting for him to die. He's now telling his wife, I'm coming to impregnate you. There are young people here, so I don't want to say certain things. I think I have to find a smaller group to teach this particular topic. No, I don't think you can handle it. You are already at 20. The breasts were completely finished. Totally finished. Right there. Pancakes. Banana fritters. So, faith requires a good attitude, possibility attitude. It's possible. And not mockery. A fantastic thing. And what was Abraham's faith? Abraham's faith was seen in his room. Not saying, I believe I have a child. I believe I have a child. The one who had a child without having sex was Mary. Mary is the born of a Virgin Mary. Born of a Virgin Mary. Not born of a Virgin Sarah. No. He rather said, my husband is old, which means erections finished long time ago. Means that wife is old, which means interest, attitude have died long time ago. The woman is dead, living dead. It's a leper. She's a living dead. It's a living dead. Pleasure, shall I have pleasure? Are you joking? Is it now I'm going to have pleasure? You must be joking. Wow. Is it amazing? And yeah, Sarah laughed. Look at it, look at it. So don't marry somebody who is going to laugh at the promises of. When I told my wife I was going to teach, I told her when we were beloveds, I said I would be on a mountain and people will come to the mountain and then I'll preach. I told her. She didn't, she never laughed. She believed it. She believed it. What attracted me to her was that she believed more than other people. Others were their doubters. But she was a believer. Yeah, that's a fact. She believed my things. Wild things. Yes. Laughing at people can even cost you your life. Yes. I watched a film once. I don't want to give you the details, but there was a place where they went and there was a lady and she laughed at the man. The man took a knife. Yes, it was not easy. Yeah, he took a knife. He was affected by the way she laughed at him. Laugh at me. Maybe when Abraham started to approach his wife, Sarah looked at him and burst out. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Abraham, try again, try again. Some people stop having sex because the partner laughs at the failed attempts. And the failure gets into their souls. They are affected by it so much that they don't want to try again. Why? I've been a pastor for years. Failure. And Sarah will say, okay, try again. Abraham said, I'll do it. I say, I'll do it. Don't stagger. So, do things which they only expect. What are you doing? I cannot have a child. You cannot have a child. What are you doing? Only for my beliefs I'm doing this thing. Wow. Only my beliefs are making me do this thing. Only my beliefs are making me do this thing. That's faith. Only my beliefs are making me do this thing. So where you have all the books that I have written about ministry work, shepherding, you read a book where it says shepherds should do this, PVCI, this, that, gathering this, and you believe it. You ask yourself, the only reason why I'm gathering people and I'm doing this because I believe what I've read. But when we don't believe or we don't do the things that are there, then you don't have a certain kind of life as a pastor of a mega church because you don't actually believe the things. You did the exam, but don't believe it, so you don't do it. But we have to be able to say the only reason you are doing this is because you believe what you've read in the book Mega Church. But they don't believe it. They don't even read it and don't even hear it to even believe it. And even if they read it and they just use it to pass an exam, but not that they believe it and do it. That's why there's no mega church. And because the life of a mega church pastor is different from the life of a micro church pastor. My life is completely different because I have a mega church. I do so many things because I have a mega church. I'm in full-time ministry because I have a mega church. My life is completely different because I've got a church and a mega church at that. So I've entered into a certain life, into a certain rest based on my beliefs which have made me do certain things. Yes. But people don't even read it or even want to go and put in a message to hear how to do it. So they don't do it. They don't believe it, then they don't do it. Your faith is your obedience, and your obedience is your faith. Are you listening? Yeah. So, you look at Abraham, look at his marriage. His marriage was going higher because he was believing messages of marriage. A message of marriage came up with him about sex now. Sex now. This year, 9 months we are going to do it. That means this is the key month. Let's do this thing. And it's like he believed in it. A couple came to see me. They couldn't have a child. I prayed for them. I always pray. But after that, I told them, come listen. I said, do this. Do this. Really? 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 You know, one of the areas you find difficult to advise people or to tell people what to do is sex. They sit that they are like, it's like trying to lift an elephant's leg to cut his toenails. It's like you want to cut the elephant's toenails. I want to lift up the elephant's leg to cut the toenails with your clippers. Can you imagine using your nail clippers to cut the elephant's toenails? To lift his leg to put on your lap so that you can cut his nails. Sex. So Abraham have decided to flow into sex. Not to be covered. I believe I have a child. I believe I have a child. I believe I have 10 children. I believe I have 1,000. I believe I have 1,000. I believe I have stars of the sky. I believe I have sand in the sea. No. His faith was to actually tell Sarah that, hey, you know what? Let's do this thing. You know what? And to command her I mean, if I get another group, I would tell you what Sir Abraham did. Yeah. And all that were acts of faith, taking him higher and higher. In relation to marriage, his marriage, he was so happy. For the next 12, 13 years, he was happy. Till God came up with another instruction that he should kill the son. After that, Sarah, I think, left him. Yes. Because we never hear of Sarah again after that, trying to kill Isaac. She disappeared. Yes, and he married other women. And Abraham was strong. I mean, after that one escapade, he became stronger. He was able to marry other women. Yeah. Tell somebody, my life is my faith. Hey, on stage, are you awake? All right. Sit down. Stand up. Beautiful. Tonight is, I hear, a beloved's night also. I'm not surprised that God is giving us many revelations on marriage. Now, number 4. Faith is to create what you believe in. Did I say sit down? Faith is to create what you believe in. Now, you see this campus? It is created based on my beliefs. My beliefs have made me build this campus. You see, yes. You see the garden, the gardens. Yes, the gardens, the prayer gardens. My beliefs in praying for hours in gardens. That's why you cannot imagine how much it costs to make the garden. It's expanded and getting bigger. It costs a lot of money. It's my beliefs in a place to pray. Not anything else. That's my beliefs. Your beliefs create things in your life. Yes. So when you have a belief and you have a faith, you go about creating. So if you believe in a good marriage, and I teach you, I suggest to you, and I say to you, learn how to swim. I say to you, honeymoon. I say to you, say yes. Say sorry. Flow like this. Behave this way. Do this. You see, you are being given words with which you can create a certain level of happiness, which we all aspire to. Yes. I don't know if we all aspire to, but some aspire to. Are you aspiring to that? Yeah. So Abraham and Sarah set about to create the many nations. So you should have seen Abraham having sex with Sarah. Hey, old man, pa, look at what you are doing. Charlie, chopping, moving, say Abraham. Hey. The energy he was using reveals the faith that he had, his belief. No. No. So you must go back and create what you believe. God is giving you ideas, tips, words. He says the word preached did not benefit them because they did not mix it with faith and they did not have actions that create the things they believe in. I believe that my wife and I should be in full-time ministry. Yes, I believe it. That is why I created the school, which she has worked in and worked through for many years. I believe in it. I believe the whole family. I saw it in Tulsa. Whole family, let's all work for God. Whole family, let's work for Jesus. I created institutions and things that give opportunity for people to be in the ministry rather than working in the secular field. Yes. What my belief make me create things. That's why I've not built a secular university, and woe betide anyone who tries to turn this place into a secondary secular place. There's nothing secular. It's a spiritual campus. It's not. There's no secular. If you want secular education, just down the hill here, we have the University of Ghana. Very good school. I went there. Very good school. So start taking steps towards what you believe in. Your belief will create a life. And what you believe in, you take steps to move. And sometimes somebody will see you doing something. What are you doing? It's based on what I believe. What I believe is making me do this thing. And it's creating something that I believe in. We are building a hospital. We built a hospital. We are building another one for handicapped people, for blind, for deaf, for people who's... No, I'm preaching. This is not clapping. Don't clap. It's for people who have amputated legs. Because God showed me there are people, nobody likes them, nobody cares for them, nobody has compassion, nobody thinks about what they are experiencing. And Jesus said, I was sick, I was hungry, I was naked, I was like this. Who didn't remember me? And it's the love of God. So I'm creating it. Creating what the belief I have. The belief in Matthew 25. The belief in Matthew 25 make me do things that will cause this to come and this to come, and then this will be there. Yes. Oh, yes. So when you are taking steps, it's towards what you believe. So you believe you can be in full. That's why we build churches. You can be in this church and be in full-time ministry. The church will be there. God, I was once asking the Lord, so what is my pension? He said, pension. He said, your pension is the church. I don't have Ghana Social Security. I don't have all that. I don't have any pensions, security, insurance, nothing. Oh, I only have the church. As the church, and I believe in the church very much. I believe in the church very much. I rarely believe in the church. You see, a time will come where you see that only the church in Lagos or Abuja, they can look after me if I need it. Only just this one little church they can take care of. If I need a car, if I need a petrol, if I need a corn to buy, I need chicken, the Abuja, they can just take care of everything. Abuja alone. Wow. No, I'm serious. So what you believe in, you create and you take steps. So you believe in ministry, and a good ministry brother comes to propose to you and you say, it's too short. Sorry, then I don't think you really believe in ministry because it's too short for you. What will the height of the person do for you when you are married to the person? What will the height? Let's be serious. What will the height of the person do? But rather when Mr. Zah comes, Mr. Zizu Zah, Mr. Zuguzigi, Zigiligi, and he comes waving his BMW car keys. Then you start to flow. So it shows that you don't really believe. You want to create for yourself a life of ministry. You may be humble and flow with whoever God has given. Brother, will you marry me? You got a song like that, isn't it?
Sister, 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 will you marry me? Hey. I may not have much, but I have a call of God. Oh, sister, 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 I'm gonna be a man of God.
Gonna be a man of God.
I'm gonna preach the word. I'm gonna serve the Lord. Oh, come with me and marry me as I seek the Lord. Oh, marry me. Give me a chance and it will work, it will work, it will work. It's gonna be a good life as we serve the Lord together. Oh, it will be well with us.
It will be well with us.
He will take care of us.
He will take care of us. Come on, Shibalababa.
It's gonna be a good life as we serve the Lord together. Oh, He will take care of us. We have a future as we serve the Lord. Sister, 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 don't listen to your friends who criticize me. It's only jealousy. Oh, sister, 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 please listen to your God. Follow the Spirit, and He will lead you on, and you will be blessed. Don't judge me by what people say, but look inside. Oh,
Look inside. Come on.
look deeper.
Look
See
deeper.
my heart's for God, and have faith in God, faith in God. Woo!
Look at my
Be
face.
a good life as we serve the Lord together. Oh, it will be well with us. Yeah. He will take care of us. Oh, it's gonna be a good life as we serve the Lord together. Oh, it will be well with us. We have a future as we serve the Lord. Sister, sister, don't be afraid to say yes. I know I don't have much. I don't come from a rich family. Yeah. Sister, sister, fear not, only believe, because God is with us. Yeah. And God will help us, and we
for faith.
Together, yeah, it will be well with
Sit
us.
down.
We have a future as we serve the Lord. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tell somebody, I'm creating what I believe. Yeah. Now, if there are two girls, that one is beauty X and another is beauty Y, which of the two beauties will you go for? X or Y? Or beauty Z or Z? X, Y, Z. X is unknown. Y is also unknown. Z is also unknown. You have to look carefully at whether this one, X, Y, or Z, is going to be appropriate for what you believe in. So this one may be a buxom majesty. This one may be a slim giraffe. This one may be a beauty queen. Whatever. If the buxom majesty is more flowing towards your belief, that's the one. It's not about whether it's a buxom majesty, slim giraffe, or beauty queen. Do they believe in the same things? Do they believe in the same pastor? The same songs? Same teachings? Same word of God? Do they believe in the same way you believe it? Do they believe in the same way that you believe it? Or this one believes with mental assent, and this one is staggering, and this one is believing few things but doesn't believe the marriage things. You see the girl, she was telling you, come back, she was telling you that I've been preaching. You never see me, so this camp is about marriage. Never. You have been to a camp on marriage before?
No, Bishop.
Did I counsel you for 3 seconds in your marriage?
No, Bishop.
No. She came for camp on attempt great things for God, and what else?
Ready at 20.
Ready at 20. And what
The
else?
island shall wait for thee.
The island shall wait for thee. These are the type of messages she's been listening to. But you are hearing within it words, and do the people who you are trying to marry believe in the same words? Your husband was at bags of seeds.
Yes, bag of seeds.
Bag of seeds. And what other comes? And I prayed for him.
And you prayed over him, and you prayed about the wife that he would marry.
I prayed about his wife. So you are the answer to the prayer. Wow. I prophesied what?
He's going to the Caribbean.
I prophesied that he go to the Caribbean.
He's going to the islands. You made him kneel down and you were sitting down and you prayed for him for about 15 minutes.
I was sitting down.
Very long, long prayer. Still there, Yes.
I prayed for him. I was sitting down. Yes. A whole track of prayers. Yes. And I was praying for you to come. Were you in the spirit? Were you unknown at that time?
Yes, I was unknown.
She was far away in Birmingham.
I was in the Birmingham church. I didn't even know him. I remember watching the camp and thinking, wow, that boy is blessed. I didn't know him.
Prayers were going on for you. You didn't know that it was your prayer. Wow. It's a wow. So you must believe the messages and create. Take steps to create. So amongst the preaching you hear, you see, here it comes. Pope, here it comes. Here it comes. Derek Prince, I can't forget it. I heard it was in the night. You will obey me in big things. You will obey in small things. If you want to follow me, you obey me in big things. You obey me in small things, the little things. Yes. Yeah. You will obey me in big things. And it's very important. And you look at Abraham. The things God is telling him to do, it's almost like none of them was preaching. I mean, the first two are having to do with sexual things, circumcision, and then, what do you call it? Sex, whatever, in the middle of old age, and then murder of his son. This serious faith. So faith is really your actions and your life decisions and the steps you take. The things you are doing, they are the expressions of your faith. I tell you. To do things that show your great beliefs, not clapping and saying amen. Most of you should go on missions. Most of you should go on missions. Yes, you should be on mission fields. And your marriages should be deep blue sea marriages. Blue Dominican marriages. I mean, blue sea marriage with white sand. Swimming, happy. Practically. Do you believe the message I'm preaching? If you believe what I'm saying, you will take every aspect and you will not say, I'm trying to just learn about faith. Learn about faith and the other things we are saying, they are all the part of it. Because you can't have this without that. I mean, you are connected to all those aspects of your life. Everybody here has a feeling towards whatever you are going to marry or relationship. As soon as we finish and those things come to your mind and the realities of all those things they just start pinching you and blessing you, whatever it is, whether a pinch or a blessing. So I need us to be wild believers and goers and doers and actors of great actions. So let's take our pastor in Jamaica. He's a man of faith. You know, people used to call me, say, man, I really have faith. And I always laugh. Me have faith. I'm not a faith person. I don't know. I mean, I love Papa Hagen, but it's not something I say much of or do. And I realized, no, it's not what I say. I have faith. I believe I have this. I have this. I have hair. I have this. I have. No. It is your life steps. They are showing what you believe. Yes. It's showing what you believe. Really. Yeah. That's a man of faith. So all my missionaries, that's what my missionaries say. I am so tender-hearted towards all my missionaries. If you want my soft spot, you got it there. Yes, I have this type of crying feeling. Soft, with tears are coming just now. That's why when Richard died, it was something to me. Our little missionary. They are so great to me. They are great men of faith. There's nothing to do, even if there's no church or nothing, just that you even do it. All the people are saying, we are amen. They don't do nothing. And you see somebody get up and is doing something. Ish. It means so much. It's so different. And that's the Bible says that by faith they had a good report. Yeah. It's a very great thing. Very great. That's why I pray for that. I say, Lord, like as they've gone, let it should work. It should work. It should work. It should work. We want them to believe more the writings that I've written, the messages I've preached. You know, sometimes I look at the messages I've preached, I say, look, If people like messages like how I like messages, they will go into the archive. Some of the camps, sometimes when we have camp, I realize that I'm never saying these things. Anyway, I've not said it like this in this way. If you listen to the different camp, even this year, even when I preach, be saviors of men, I've never preached it anywhere before. Make yourself saviors of men. I've never preached that like that. I've never preached that before, actually. There or only there. And actually, after that, I wrote a book on it. But I preached it only in one place. Make yourself saviors of men. And on and on. Even what I'm preaching now, it's not often you hear me giving the reason why people are listening to message and it's not turning into anything. Yes. So there are revelations and greatness that must come out of the actions of your life. The life you are going through and what you are doing, it speaks 1,000 times more than saying, I love you, Bishop, and here's an offering, and here's, I mean, thank God, it's nice and all. It's nice. Your actions, it shouts for you. Are you with me? Yes. Your actions, they shout. They shout. So a man of faith is a man of wild events and actions steps he has taken. Yeah. You see, if I send you on a mission, you can't convince one person to come with you. You yourself don't believe in where you are going. But you've been able to wrap 17 girls to go into bed with them. You're able to take them from outside where they were wearing clothes into bed. But you can't take 3 people or 2 people to come with you to the mission. Something is lacking somewhere. Couldn't take anybody along with you. Let's go for the mission. Wow. Tell somebody, I am creating what I believe step by step. I'm doing it step by step by step by step. I'm creating the world and the life that I believe in. Sit down. How many have a faith attitude? Faith attitude, faith life. Things that only your faith is making you do. Yeah. If you don't have faith, you can't pay tithes. You have faith, you pay tithes. You can't give offerings. You can't do most of the things. All right. Now, we'll be going for lunch soon, but before we go for lunch, number 5. Faith is to prepare for all that you believe is really going to happen. To fail to prepare is to show your lack of faith. Faith is to prepare for what you believe. Prepare for it. Yes, prepare. Genesis 25 verse 5. Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac, but to the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived, eastward and unto the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived. Wow. Then Abraham gave up the ghost. He lived 115 years. That's 75 years. And Abraham gave up the ghost. in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. Amen. Wow. Now, Genesis chapter 17. And God said to Abraham, verse 15, as for Sarah, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name, and I will bless her and give thee a son of her also. And I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings and people shall be of her. And Abraham said unto God, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. As for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful. Verse 21. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this time next year. Amen. In a year's time, your life will be unrecognizable as a blessed life in the name of Jesus. Now, look at Genesis 17, verse 21. Genesis 17, verse 21. What does it say? But my covenant will I do what? Establish with who? Isaac. Look at Genesis 25, verse 5. Verse 5. And Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac. Abraham had other children. He had other children, many other children. But he gave everything to Isaac. And look, read on. Genesis, continue, verse 6. But to the sons of the concubines, these were unrecognized wives. Polygamy is an old biblical custom. And Jesus even never really, canceled it, because he kept, people asked him questions. If this one dies and marries a brother, and the brother dies and marries another one, all those brothers were already married people. They added on the wives to their wives, they added them to the house. He didn't say it was wrong, But anyway, and we are following Abraham. So unto the sons of the concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived, eastward and to the east country. But notice verse 5. Verse 5. Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac. Yeah. And remember from Genesis 17, verse before, verse 11, I believe. No. 21. We just read it. My covenants. Genesis 17:21. Yes. So God was telling him, look, it's Isaac. Yeah. So Isaac is the one. So he gave everything to Isaac. The others, he gave them gifts and sent them, go far from Isaac. I don't want any trouble when I'm dead. He didn't share his things equally at all. Yes. So this is the preparation that when you have beliefs, you do things according to the beliefs that you have. Are you there or you are not there? Yes. You do things according to your beliefs. And you prepare. So if you know you are going to be a great man of God, you start preparing. Start purifying yourself of all chains, bondages, curses, entanglements, sins, and practical evils that are part of you, that have attached themselves to you for some time. Purify yourself, because without the foundation, what can the righteous do? Very little. You prepare, you marry early so that you avoid fornication. It's all well and good for you to be preaching about these things when you are tired and you are no more having sexual desires. Then you are starting to shout at people who are fornicating. You prepare yourself. Bill Clinton went to Oxford University. He wanted to be the president. All those things count when you want to be a president. They left America, went to Oxford. They take such steps because of their future. Huh? President Akufo-Addo? He went to Oxford. Went to Akufo-Addo, went to Oxford. These are places you've got to go. Because in the university rankings, Oxford is number 1. So it's like you go there and it's like you are, high pedigree, you are very intelligent, you are super normal, you are just, super intelligent, and you are very, very great, and you know everything. You get what I'm saying? That's why President Clinton went there. And he's preparing for what he believes in. And you live your life and do things according to what you believe in. You get what I'm saying? So you need to take steps according to your beliefs. You can't just waste your life away doing anything that you want to do. You let your education go according to your beliefs. I didn't know how I could ever be full-time. So I tried to become a lecturer. I decided to study parasitology so that I could be a lecturer, because the parasitology lecturers were quite free. So I said, if I can be a lecturer, I'll be free most of the week. And then I can be, no weekends. Then I can be in the ministry. So that was what I was trying to do. And then, I ended up going in directly. But I didn't know how. So what do you believe? You take the steps. You want to marry this girl just because she's from your hometown. What about if she's from your hometown but it's not suitable for ministry? Just because she's from your hometown. Huh? She doesn't even come to church. She's visited once. Doesn't even flow with what we are saying. She says, your pastor, the church is too long. It's like this, it's like that, it's like that. It's okay. But you just want to, because he's from your hometown. Are you a tribalist? Are you a nationalist? Are you a racist? What are you? Why is it so important? Is God not important to you? So I marry when I'm 45. You marry when you're 45. You marry when you are 45. What are you going to do from now to 45? Fooling around everywhere. $25 to $50. And you are going to the last 5 years. Abraham, Genesis, he gave everything to Isaac. He said, this is the one. God has told me I will not be here to see it. I believe it. Take this. And the rest, whilst he was alive. Look at verse 26. 26. Ooh. 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 Verse 6, sorry. To the sons of the concubines, he just gave everybody a gift. Hey, brah, take this. See you, You are my son, okay? Bye-bye. Go. Hey, come. Next. And he called his main servant. Come. Give him 4,000. My son, okay? Bye-bye. You come. Travel. Don't stay in this area at all. Is it clear? Don't stay in this area. Go far. Here's transport. Here's this. Here's money to start your business. You are my son. Don't forget. Bye-bye. I bless you. Next. Daughter. You don't stay in this area. Go and marry your husband and be at where he will be. Okay? You are blessed. All of them, you send them everybody away. Because when people die, people change so much. He shared his things. Isaac, take everything. God told me that Isaac, the covenant is with Isaac. He believed it. You see, a man of belief, even his inheritance was being governed by his beliefs. His inheritance for his children was being governed by his beliefs. Are you still part of the service? Yes. He's going out of the world. And his mind. Where's Julia? Where's Julia? Where's Julia? She's coming. Huh? Why are you at the back? Where's your husband? Husband, you're at the back. What do you believe? Tell the people what you believe now.
I believe I can work for God.
You believe you can work for God?
Yes, please.
But when you were in the medical school, did you believe you could work for God?
No, I did not. I just thought I will just become a doctor, specialize, become a professor. That was my vision.
In which medical school?
University of Ghana Medical School.
She's from Botswana, but she went to Ghana Medical School. Ghana is America. You are not afraid of the gorillas and the snakes?
No, I'm not.
But when you were in school and people were inviting you?
Yes, when I was in school, I used to live in the International Student Hostel. And that time it was Lighthouse. They used to meet in Lilliput, not very far from me. And my roommate at that time was also going to Lighthouse. So they would come and invite me. So I used to think that is the way, because I always see them in church. I'll go to church. By the time I come back, my roommate is not there. She'll come in the evening. So I thought, this church I cannot go. If I go there, I'll never graduate and become a doctor. So they invited me a lot. I would go and visit. Maybe when I have an exam, I will not go out of campus because my church was out of campus. So I'll just go to Lilliput. Immediately service finishes, I'll rush back and come and study. And that's what used to happen when I was on campus. Then I finished in 2007. And then I went back home to Botswana. And then I used to go to assembly, so I said I'll go back to my church that I used to go to before I went.
Your mother church?
My mother church.